Hello, welcome to Herding Little Cows. Tonight, I was just going to talk a little bit about our shopping trip after we did that meal plan yesterday. So you will see on some of the pictures that we posted on Herding Little Cows that when we go to the grocery store, we have the kids help a lot in looking for the items on the shelf. This keeps them from wanting a lot of, looking around and wanting a lot of products that they see on the shelf because they're looking for specific items. So we go with a list, which helps us save money because we all know that it's very easy to see something and say, hey, that looks good at the moment. So we try to go with everybody well fed and give them jobs to do as we go through. Our local Walmart is a super center. And so while I do some grocery shopping at the grocery store in town, which here in Maine, our grocery stores only sell groceries. You can occasionally find some seasonal items like a lawn chair during the summer. You know, there might be half an aisle devoted to that type of thing. But at the grocery store, you pretty much only buy groceries, not like the stores we saw out in other parts of the country where half the store is dedicated to home goods and things like that. So the store we have around here that sells groceries and all that stuff is Walmart, and it's only 2 miles from our house. So that's where we do a lot of our shopping. When we go to Walmart, we usually walk the entire perimeter of the store. On the far side of the store, near the pharmacy, there is a clearance aisle where they will put not food goods, but all the other goods in the store can be found in the clearance aisle. So Christmas goods that have been marked down, like all the Christmas goods were 75% off today. The wrapping paper and the gift bags and the decorations. This is also where you'll find, random electronics that have been marked down, or toys, or paper, pens. I don't know. We find all kinds of stuff in that aisle. So we always walk over to that aisle to see what they have. Today there was nothing there that we bought, but we went there first and then walked around the rest of the store. We did find a couple items of clothing for Uriah. They had the kids' items, some of the kids' items clearanced. So we got him a shirt for $1 and a pair of pants for $1 as he's going to be growing into the next size. They had a ton of baby girl clothes, but we don't have a baby girl. So we got Uriah the two things that would fit him. Then we head over to the food. We usually start at the back of the store and head to the front. And so the first thing we grabbed today was milk. Pretty much anytime we go to the store, we need milk, just the size of our family. I would have to buy a lot of gallons of milk to keep it in our house. We only usually use about 2 or 3 a week, but it's easier to just grab at least one every time we're out because we know we'll use it before it goes bad. We also bought yogurt today. That's the first picture you see of Abigail getting the yogurt. They all are able to get lots of different items, so I try to do it according to the height of the person and how heavy of a load they can carry, but they love getting stuff. Also in that section is where they have the marked down bakery goods, and we sometimes buy things off that rack, but usually it's much cheaper for us to make it at home. And I find that it tastes a lot better. I don't like the artificial taste of the preservatives that they put in those. So we will occasionally buy a loaf of bread, as my kids like the Italian bread pizza that we make, where I just cut open a loaf of Italian bread, smother it with sauce, and then put cheese and pepperoni on top. But I usually make my own pizza dough, so that's something we grab if the loaf of bread is like 50 cents. But as I said in the video yesterday, we can make a loaf of bread for 30 cents. So that is usually what we do. The next picture you see is just all of the kids doing something as we walk through the store. We always have the kids close together holding hands, as we know that this is a scary world we live in, and there's a lot of people, especially at Walmarts right now, that are nabbing kids, talking to people, all involved in different things. So we try to keep the kids very close together, but as you can see, Naomi's got the baby, is carrying the baby in the ergo. People are helping push the cart, littles are holding on, helps us all stay together and trying to find the thing on our list. In this section, we're looking for popcorn, which was what we went for today. And then Mark took a picture of the Twinkies because we're really sad that it's just 2 weeks after Christmas and we already have to look at Valentine's Day stuff. But I've heard that there are some Walmarts and other stores that already have Easter stuff out. So I like to just look at today for today. As we continue walking through the store, we look for yellow stickers on meat products. While I'm trying to use up the meat in my freezer, only one meat caught my eye, and that was chicken drumsticks, and I didn't buy any because chicken drumsticks are not my favorite kind of meat to use. So I already had meat in the freezer. I didn't buy those. On another day I may have because they were a good price, but none of the other meats caught my eye. And also, as you look down the aisles in our Walmart, they have rollback prices, which are marked with a red tag that sticks out from the aisle. So if a lot of days we'll walk down a lot of aisles looking for things if we're doing a big shop. But today I had a list. I wanted to buy stuff pretty much that was only on the list. But I did stop at the clearance end cap that you will see in the one picture. And what I have in my hand there is we bought some raw peanuts. Never used raw peanuts, but it was $1.25 for almost 2 pounds of peanuts, and I figured we could do something with that. So we got home and I found a recipe for honey roasted peanuts, which my kids were asking for in a different aisle because we'd been talking about them the other day. So we will save a lot of money by making them at home with the stuff we already have. The product was originally marked $5, so we saved a lot there. The next picture you see the kids walking through the store holding hands with the baby who now likes to walk and try to touch everything on the shelves. So again, the kids learn a lot through grocery shopping. There are a lot of life lessons that are learned there. My kids interact with a ton of people at Walmart. We have a chance to witness to the employees there. There's a man at our local Walmart who is deaf and signs, and so we stop and we talk to him, which is great fun. We're learning sign language, so we talked to him a little bit. The first day we were there, he asked us if we were Amish, which took us all a little bit to figure out what he was asking us with our limited knowledge, but that's been fun to talk to him. And there's other employees that we pray for on a regular basis, and we ask them for updates on their prayer requests or let them know we're still praying for them. And it's just a good way to be able to share the love of Christ while we're out doing the things that we're going to be doing anyway. And then in the last picture, you'll see the stuff that we bought. Again, we're trying to do a low spend month for grocery shopping. So I made that meal plan yesterday, looking up for just a few things that we needed. So we bought milk. I actually have an order of dry milk that's supposed to be coming in from a Sam's Club order that I made, but there was damage to the package and we haven't gotten that yet. So we probably will use a little extra milk this week, as I thought I was planning with dry milk in hand. We got some yogurt. That's a favorite for the baby right now. Popcorn is always good to have on hand because a little popcorn goes a long way, especially if we have company over. The chamomile tea is for just some people in our house to help with just feeling relaxed. Flour for all the bread we were baking, and then tortilla chips. It's not something we buy every week, and usually if we buy it, we get it at Sam's Club, but we haven't been to Sam's Club recently. But those are just nice to have once in a while because I haven't bought any in weeks and weeks. I hope that answers some of your questions of why we do what we do. If you have any other questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section here on the video or on the Facebook page. And we thank you for joining Herding Little Cows.